Nutcracker Twins. Listen, I'm a cat of high standards and warm blankets. But today the thermostat outside says 19 degrees. 19. That's basically an ice cube's birthday party. I looked out the window at the white fluff falling from the sky and decided right then that my paws would not be touching the cold, wet stuff for at least a decade. I'm Figaro, by the way, the handsome gray tabby who really runs this house. My humans, Gulson and Fatima, were busy with a large delivery box. Gulson was buzzing with excitement, pulling out 2 bundles of bright red wool. "Look, Fatima," she chirped. "Matching holiday sweaters for my 2 favorites." Now, I'm a fan of being a favorite, but I'm less of a fan of wearable art. Fatima, who is 24 and usually the sensible one of the bunch, just gave a wide, knowing grin from her chair. First up was Fatima. She's nonverbal, but her eyes say everything, and right now they were saying, "Is this a sweater or a sleeping bag?" Gulson pulled the Nutcracker masterpiece over Fatima's head, but it was massive. The sleeves hung down like giant noodles, and the hem reached past her knees. It was a fashion disaster, and Fatima found the whole thing absolutely hilarious, her shoulders shaking with silent laughter. "Well," Gulson sighed, looking at the giant sweater, "maybe I ordered the wrong size for you, but it's a shame to waste a good nutcracker." She pulled it off Fatima and slipped it over her own head. It fit her perfectly. She smoothed down the wool, and suddenly, she looked like a festive soldier ready for a parade. One half of the duo was ready, but the best part was yet to come. Then, Gulson turned her attention to me. I tried to look small. I tried to look invisible. I even tried to blend into the gray rug, but my tabby stripes gave me away. Before I could leap for the top of the fridge, I was scooped up. "Your turn, Figaro," she said. She wrestled me into a tiny, identical red sweater. I felt a bit like a stuffed sausage, but I have to admit, the nutcracker on my chest looked quite regal. "Look at us," Gulson squealed, holding me up. We stood next to each other, 2 peas in a very woolly, very red pod. My sweater had the exact same gold buttons and the exact same grumpy-faced soldier as hers. We were officially the Nutcracker Twins. Fatima was practically cheering with her eyes, watching us parade around the room in our matching outfits. Fatima was having the time of her life watching the fashion show. Even though her sweater didn't fit, she seemed much happier being the audience than the model. She reached out a hand to pat my woolly back, her face glowing with holiday spirit. It was 19 degrees outside, but inside, things were getting pretty warm, mostly because this wool is surprisingly itchy. "Photos," Gulson declared. She grabbed her phone and tried to set up a timer. She wanted the perfect shot to show off our identical style. She kept trying to pose, but I had my own ideas about how a supermodel should behave. I wasn't just going to sit there like a decorative pillow. If we were going to do this, we were going to do it with flair. Just as the timer started ticking down, 3, 2, 1, I made my move. I used Gulson's knee as a launch pad and scaled her like a fuzzy mountain. I landed right on her shoulder. My tiny nutcracker chest puffed out with pride. Click! The camera caught us, Gulson laughing in surprise, and me, the gray tabby king of the nutcrackers, perched atop my throne. We spent the rest of the snowy afternoon like that. Fatima stayed cozy in her favorite soft blanket, Gulson kept her big sweater on, and I decided that being a twin wasn't so bad after all. As long as I don't have to go out in that 19-degree weather, I'll wear the soldier suit. But tomorrow, I'm going back to being a professional napper. Fashion is exhausting.